for welcoming us as a Rule 6 party to these proceedings and for your patience so far throughout. Just let me explain what Save the Queensbury Group is. We comprise of local residents, organisations and interested parties who have concerns about 110 One Lane. We work with local councillors, businesses, other groups to encompass those who are concerned about preserving conservation. Some who cherish the building as a community asset, many who oppose the building that potentially dominates the landscape, and those who would like to preserve the existing public house on a site. Residents and established groups comprise Save the Queensbury, such as the local residents associations, of which there are 3 or 4, Wilson Green Town Team, Busy Rascals Group, along with residents, and we're guided and advised by the Campaign for Elliott and the Victorian Society. Save the Queensbury's position on the development remains as set out in our final objection provided to the local planning authority and our submission to you, the inspector. This is a prominent site, it's a corner plot, and this is a historic building with landmark qualities, which we believe should be retained in a more sympathetic scheme, one that retains the existing building. This is the 4th scheme of 6 to be proposed on the site, with a further 2 submitted in late 2018, which are both now subject to appeal. There has been significant and sustained local opposition to the loss of the existing building, and Save the Queensbury has consistently challenged all applications. We believe that this appeal scheme will be out of proportion in character to the Queensbury estate, particularly the facade at the front and the massing at the rear. It would be the tallest residential building in the conservation area, so our position is summarised in 8 key areas. Number 1 is the weight of the previous appeal. Although the name of the applicant has changed since the previous appeal, the applicant in each case has been and remains exactly the same limited company. There's been a change of name from Fairview New Homes North London Limited, the appellant in 2015, to Redbourne Queensbury Limited, the appellant for this scheme. Both are registered with Companies House with the same company number. It follows from the above that this decision by the inspector in March 2015 was between the self-same parties. Those that took part in that appeal, including Save the Queensbury's Rule 6 party, have legitimate expectation that the inspector's findings then about the contribution made by the existing building will not be set aside. Point number 2. The previous appeal decision concluded that the existing building makes a positive contribution to the character and appearance of the conservation area, and that the preservation of this contribution will be desirable, and referred to paragraphs 27 and 21. The conservation area is regarded as an outstanding example of Edwardian housing development. The walking culture of Queensbury includes 110 One Lane and the Queensbury Public House. The local community sees the Queensbury very much as making a valuable and positive contribution to the conservation area and the community. The strength of feeling for both 110 as a building, not just a public house, and also against the proposed scheme, the lack of support for it in comments to the appellant and in consultation, makes clear that the existing heritage asset is more important in its context than a poorly designed modern replacement. Number 3, turning to the proposed design. The development would fail to preserve or enhance the character and appearance of Queensbury. The impact on the conservation area for this proposal would be severe, it would be permanent. What is proposed is a poorly designed front elevation which is far too prominent and out of all character of the street scene of One Lane and the wider locality. It's a building that's we think it is 6 stories. It's too tall for the setting. It will be taller than 112 next door, and the tallest residential property in the Queensbury conservation area. It provides no visual cohesion from the great listed station across the road, particularly as you exit the station and walk over to 110 One Lane in Queensbury. And the appellant's statement of case, and looking specifically at paragraph 10.5, summarises how the architects have failed to successfully engage with the community in terms of the building design. In terms of number 4, the alternative development, this has been mentioned in our statement of case and in our proof of evidence, although the drawings are relatively recent. We accept the principle of development on the site, but maintain that there's an alternative and a financially viable development which is possible, which will increase density and retain the building. We're referring approximately 15 low-rise, including family-sized garden properties, which we believe will be a more sympathetic scheme with regards to housing need, conservation and community asset. Number 5 is the asset community value and the community use elements. Core strategy CP23 seeks to protect existing community facilities, and this is relevant. The Queensbury has twice been designated as an ACV under the Localism Act, and it's Brent's first asset community value, and that's been renewed. And the public house makes a significant contribution alongside the community use, particularly busy landlords. And this will be potentially lost, and we'll cover this in our evidence if the scheme is given permission. We are concerned that the LPA report refusing permission was written unilaterally by the LPA without opportunity for Secretary Queensbury to comment on its contents. We believe that the reasons for refusal contain numerous inaccuracies and assertions which Secretary Queensbury would have challenged, but this never came to LPA planning committee, so we didn't have that opportunity. We accept that the proposed scheme includes the creation of a community space within the new development, but we've got significant concerns over the future of the community of the public house. Concerns that the appellant under the LPA failed to address. The watering down of community use by the LPA in its report also adds to those concerns. Unilateral agreements were endorsed by the inspector in his report, the previous appeal, and they should be the starting point for this appeal, yet today no agreements have been proposed and shown to us. Number 6, in terms of the ground floor, future noise, design and nuisance and the conditions, we've got significant concerns that insufficient attention has been given by the appellant in relation to the future of a public house on the site. It raises the prospect of a Trojan horse scenario whereby the public house is promised, conditions change between the planning approval, the development, and the public house space becomes unavailable or unviable because of poor design. We're concerned that too much planning and conversation is going into detail of design of residential units and too little in the design of the public house. In terms of 7 conditions, which I mentioned earlier, should this appeal be successful, we'd like to see some conditions in terms of the associated use and the future of a public house, which are summarised as noise and nuisance, deed of easement as a condition, which has been successfully used in other schemes. On residential, by its own admission, the application didn't meet the minimum benchmark for affordable housing, and we amplify and endorse the local planning authority's position in relation to the affordable housing as set out in their statement of case. So in summary, what's proposed at 110 Lane is another development. It's another development in area of conservation with little public gain and too much harm to conservation. It would fail to preserve or enhance the character and appearance of the conservation area. The previous appeal concluded that the building makes a positive contribution to the character and appearance. Engagement with local communities has been minimal. The appellant can offer no evidence that local residents agree that the public gain from this scheme is significant to outweigh the loss of the existing building. We adopt and support and amplify the reasons provided by the local planning authority, but notwithstanding our objections, should the appeal be successful, we've got great concern about continued public house on this site and community use of this location. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Elliott.